I had a big issue with that. I'm still working
Yeah.
through it, but I think like just like if something bothers you, like don't like bury it. That's like the biggest thing. Like just be open about it. Like at the end of the day, I don't think your partner's gonna judge you if you bring like a concern to them.
What's up?
I'm good. How are you? That's right. You tell him.
I think it's a soundboard.
Yeah, probably, because it was exactly the same both times. If you were actually doing that with his voice, though, I'd be really impressed. Stop being so nice. What's wrong with being nice? So how's everyone's day going?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I love that for you.
Are you Canadian? You're too nice to be American.
I'm not Canadian, but I do live in Minnesota.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian.
I'm actually from New York, but I decided New Yorkers are too mean, so I wanted to move somewhere else.
Truth.
So you're from Canada. What's that like?
Yes, sir. Cold.
Yeah, I'm sure. Minnesota is also extremely cold. I thought New York was cold, but it's really hitting different now.
I've never been there, but I've been in the province above it.
So what's going on in your life right now? Anything new and exciting?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I work 9 to 5.
Yeah, that's super fair. What do you do for work?
I work in IT.
Do you like your job?
I love my job, yeah.
Awesome. I love that for you.
Bro, you gotta be a streamer or something. Yeah.
No comment. No comment.
Are you fearless?
No.
I'm gonna leave.
So, Reina, would you say that you're happy with how your life is going?
I'm incredibly happy, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Is there anything you're unhappy about?
Yeah, my girlfriend lives in a different country.
Okay, that sucks. Yeah. Long distance relationships are hard.
Yeah, but she's coming up in like May, and I saw her last December.
That's nice. Do you have like long-term plans to be together?
Yeah.
What's your plan? Or like, do you know like your timeline?
Probably like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, for sure. Has it been hard being in a long-distance relationship?
There's been ups and downs, but my partner is very emotionally mature, so
That's good. That's good. Have you ever gotten into like an argument or a conflict about it?
Well, not the like long distance, but like,
Just like general, yeah. Is there anything you remember that stands out to you?
I think it was like when we first started dating. I had like anxiety issues from my previous relationship. We had like a fucking 24-hour talk. And,
Oh shit, yeah.
She really helped me like work through it.
That's good. So do you think it's been more resolved now?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
That's good. That's good. You sound very happy. You sound like you just got it together.
Yeah, we've been like ups and downs with like personal life and like relationships and work. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for people who maybe are struggling a little bit with dating and work and stuff?
I think relationship-wise, communication is key. That's like the basis of any good relationship. For work, or like if you're struggling with school, or like I don't know, if you don't even know what you want to do in the world, trying anything, and if it doesn't stick, then just up from it and then move on. Don't be scared to try.
What do you think good relationship looks like? Or good communication? Because people will say that, but may not necessarily know what that means.
Very vulnerable with your partner, being able to like talk about like the hard things without like letting like emotions get in the way, like be objective instead of subjective. Don't be scared to like if your partner did something, like don't be scared to like address it, but like frame it in a way that like doesn't make them seem like they did something wrong. More so just like have a conversation about it.
You have to acknowledge what your partner like maybe did that you didn't like or that hurt you, but do it in a way that's like non-accusatory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's great advice. I know a lot of people, especially men, have trouble being vulnerable too.
I had a big issue with that. I'm still working through it, but I think like just like if something bothers you, like don't like bury it. That's like the biggest thing. Like just be open about it. Like at the end of the day, I don't think your partner's gonna judge you if you bring like a concern to them.
So it's kind of about like if stuff bothers you, you have to like say it. You can't just like hope it goes away or just say like I'll deal with it. It's whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the real world, like shit doesn't go away. You either address it or it festers. You know.
I think that's hard for people to recognize too. Like it's hard to realize that that's what's going on in the moment. You know.
Yeah, like I find like especially sometimes like for me, like I've had to like step away and like take a breather. I don't want to say something that I can't take back. You know.
So patience too is important. You don't just want to say things when you're super emotional. You want to like take your time with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's good advice. You sound very kind of like put together, or like you know who you are and what you want. What would you say has like contributed to that? Like how did you get to where you are now?
I think a lot of it was my upbringing. My parents were very supportive and very like loving, and like if I failed, they were always there. I would say that, and then I spent some time in the military, so I think that taught me a lot of like resilience and just like.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
What experiences about the military would you say helped you the most? Or like what did you learn?
Putting the country above yourself, so like service before self. No matter how like tired and cold you are, you still have to like do stuff, like you have a job to do.
Yeah.
I think that good communication and teamwork and being able to just like solve like, issues.
I feel like there's a theme of selflessness in what you're saying. Don't be so focused on like what's there for you and like what you want, but sometimes like think about the other person. In relationships with the other person, with the military, it's about like the country.
It's always good to like have your best intentions in mind, but like you have to realize like you're not the only person in the world, and I mean, there's 7 billion other people in the world, and if there's people that are close to you that you care about, you have to like that affects you, and things that you do affect them. So
yeah, totally. I think that's especially hard like in the internet age, because people are like they kind of become NPCs easy sometimes because there's just so many people to deal with. So it's important to remember that, like, you know, they are people, there are other people.
Yeah, and I think people on the internet, like games too, like they will say stuff and like be rude and
Yeah.
just think there's no consequences, but like you don't know, you could say something mean to somebody and they're just having a rough day. And
Do you have any final words of wisdom before we wrap up this game? What do you want everyone to know? What do you think everyone could benefit from hearing right now?
that you are loved and cared for, no matter how tough things are. There's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Hang in there, basically.
Emotional support cat poster from Monsters vs. Aliens.
You heard it from Reina. Watch Aliens vs. Monsters, and you are loved. Good job, team. Thank you for your sage advice, Reina.
No worries. It was nice meeting you, man. Have a
You
good day.
too.